A woman actually wants to convince her mother-in-law to divorce together and enjoy a life of freedom, all because the prince has been bedridden in a vegetative state for years. So the lord married the woman off to take care of him. The woman thought she would suffer endless grievances from her mother-in-law at the manor, but to her surprise on the wedding day, her mother-in-law gave her endless silver, and even bought her all kinds of jewelry, always picking the most expensive ones, because her mother-in-law felt sorry that she became a grass widow at such a young age. Little did she know the woman was a time traveler. She wished the prince would never wake up, so she could enjoy a wealthy and carefree life. One day when the woman was leisurely sunbathing and doing face masks with her mother-in-law, a maid brought news that the prince had awakened, but her mother-in-law showed no reaction, until the woman reminded her. Only then did she remember she had a son. Soon the woman deliberately approached the awakened prince, but the prince didn't recognize her at all. Her mother-in-law quickly explained. This was the wife he married while in a coma. To her surprise, the prince had severe OCD, and questioned why the girl had turned his room into a grocery store. He even picked up a pair of pants from the bed that had been worn for 5 days. Despite the woman's desperate explanations, they were both kicked out by the prince. Seeing her mother-in-law's relieved expression, the woman felt very confused. Then her mother-in-law explained that both the lord and the prince had unpredictable tempers, which was truly frightening. That day her mother-in-law borrowed the prince's celebration banquet to reward the woman, but the lord showed up with the female general as a couple. Her mother-in-law clearly didn't welcome her, yet the female general not only showed no restraint, but even acted like buddies with the lord right in front of her mother-in-law, which angered her mother-in-law so much she got up and left. The next day, to cheer up her mother-in-law, the woman brought out pastries she made herself, but her mother-in-law was in no mood. Then the woman started sharing modern concepts. She said in modern times when you meet a heartless man, you can totally divorce, take the kids and find a new husband. Only then did her mother-in-law's mood improve, but as soon as she finished speaking, the woman saw the prince at the banquet, flirting with a scheming woman. Fortunately she had a good mother-in-law who always doted on her. At this moment the scheming woman deliberately knocked over tea. Luckily her mother-in-law quickly blocked it. Little did she know the woman had a personality that always sought revenge, so she simply used the entire teapot to cool down the scheming woman. But the prince, without asking any questions, blamed everything on the woman. Although the woman tried hard to explain, the scheming woman just acted coy, and the prince demanded the woman swap clothes with her. The scheming woman even tried to humiliate the woman further by making her change into a maid's rough cloth dress. Everyone thought the woman would flatly refuse, but when the prince offered to buy her clothes for a hefty sum, the woman readily agreed, because she had long seen through the prince's heartlessness. Sure enough, the next day the woman wrote a divorce letter, ready to leave the manor alone. But at this moment her mother-in-law suddenly appeared. She actually decided to leave with the woman, and even took out a divorce letter she had prepared long ago, asking a maid to deliver it to the lord. Determined to pursue a man-free life of freedom with the woman.